Hey, what's going on, guys?
No, you was hit live.
So welcome live from Spartan. Joined here, my buddy Woodchuck here.
At least I thought you were going somewhere else.
And finally got to meet in person. Just wanted to go live from Spartan Shack week since we were all together for the first time ever. Thanks to Bob Pandemonium for breaking podcast. But yeah, we got some Bills Ravens. We talk a little bit about the 24/7 that's happening this week. And Poncho's Army also has a cornhole tournament this weekend, so we'll talk a little bit about that. But let's get into it. Ravens this week.
Obviously, we have Derrick Henry and Lamar, and scared of Lamar as much as Derrick Henry, because usually during the regular season, Derrick a little too much for the Bills to handle.
So you, Corey.
My bad. I was there it is still.
There's always
For a bit.
No, I'm excited tonight here. Razor, and then we got back. So I think even though it's the battle of the MVP, I think both teams' defenses are going to be showing up. I said I called a score prediction last night, 7. I believe 32, something like that. If not, that's what I 8-2 is 0. Killed SpaghettiOs last night. Nobody wanted to. But no, man, I'm excited. Josh Allen, the current MVP, Lamar Jackson, last year's MVP. The game, like I said, the defenses are going to be better on both sides. For the game, I can't wait. We finally got Bills football. We finally got Patrick.
That's right.
He's on a booster seat.
Full of telephone books underneath his. But yeah, so we'll talk a little bit about side, and then we'll move into defense. You know, Josh Allen at the helm. Who do you think is going to be the breakout player on offense? And I'll start off. I'm hoping his second year is Coleman. I'm hoping that he has a phenomenal game, start to a phenomenal season. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm hoping he's I'm drinking a little bit.
Couple soda pops.
I think obviously the key to the offense is still Josh Allen. I mean, he has still what he's been doing the last couple of years, and more so what he did last year, where everybody eats. You know, we don't need you to do the superhero, but we need a smiling, happy, because that Josh Allen is dangerous. And then also on the offense, the key, and I think this especially against the Ravens, because one of the best ways to offense and Derrick Henry is to keep him up. We need James Cook. Okay, you got now. You need to show up, and it's not just show at some point in the season. No. You need, and we need to see you produce exactly what you did last year. Do much better. Funny.
That said, we talked a little bit about it before. Like you said, you get those players who either show up, or you get those guys who barely do anything and are like, yeah, I'm getting paid here. And I don't think from what we think he's that way. Like I said, I don't. But I think he's one of the guys to show up and show out. But also, like you said, I agree, Coleman, man. Same thing I said last night when he asked me. I'll say, even because of what Dawkins said and everything, biased as a Bills fan from what I've actually seen camps firsthand and videos on. I think he's getting 2 touchdowns in 100. Not that we don't need, not that this, even if it's hot, you still at the end of the day have Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. You know, in first game, so both of them are going to, and I feel a little bit, and then remember, like, oh shit, yeah, let's relax a little bit. But step up, and I tomorrow night or Sunday night. Sorry, see, I'm
Tomorrow, Eagles and Cowboys.
Yeah.
So
And then Friday you got the
Chargers and
there's one Friday.
Brazil.
Brazil. Yeah. I think one of the other things that is going to be a key for this game is going to be time. So, piggybacking off Cook comment on the ball, obviously, necessary and next, but if we can control the game, that's always been our big strength in successful years that we've had. To maintain that clock possession against them, I think we'll do well. Moving on to defense, obviously we know the side of the Ravens is that we're going to need, I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I apologize. Speed might be a little weird. StreamYard's been acting weird the last couple of days. If we end up, I apologize.
We'll just go face.
Right.
So we'll figure it out. But yeah, no, on defense, I really think that our need to contain. So Russo, playing obviously with both, a little bit higher up in age and history of injuries, using him on a rotational basis, possible. That's one of the things that are going to help us Lamar pocket.
Actually, the keys have to line, like you said, but it also has to be, because let's be honest, the positions are going to be key. You got to get to Lamar, and then you got to Derrick Henry, because let's be honest, once he gets past the defensive line, else on the defense is much smaller than he is, and that's when he's dangerous. So if you can get, we're okay, and that's key also to the Bills' defense. The offense, running as much time off the clock as we possibly can points, because we know Lamar Jackson is pressured and he's got to play catch up. He makes really bad mistakes, and one of the things our defense was they were creating turnover, and it was getting our offense back on the field. So if we can get him to make, because he's being rushed and everything, that's going to be a huge factor for him.
I think to piggyback, I think one of the big things I'm going to be watching for, and as long as he's healthy, is Joey Bosa off that edge. Him and Groot coming. So even if Lamar normally does, which I mean, it's still Lamar, he's going to get away sometime. But you can't. It's like Allen; you're not going to stop it every time. But I believe that those were the better ones in the NFL. Group more veteran experience to that, and then if he tries to cut back inside, then you got Ed Hoyt coming off the injury. So I'm really excited for that deal. You guys said the cornerbacks and the safety injuries we've had and stuff. As who might start, who might not start, who's going to be there in a couple weeks, who's need to just dig deep and do what they can. And I want to see intercept balls like that. Like you said, just make comfortable the whole game. Like, don't get. But then again, contain Henry. So it's like, fuck. So, I mean, it's the same thing as. But
two-headed monster.
Right, like you said, it too. I mean, knock on wood. I hope we shut him down. Nothing, but the dude's going to break eventually. I mean, you want him to, but as long as we can just keep our composure and not get too excited and too worked game of the season and all that, like all those factors. I think, like you said, there'll be some mistakes, but I think this game is going to come down to who can lock in first, pretty much, like who makes less mistakes.
I will also say, for the Bills fans that are out there, and we've seen some of them on Facebook. Look, it's week 1, okay? Playing a good team. Yesterday on the K-Gun report, it's true. Look, because it could be a game at the end of the year because of this. But I don't, especially if we were competitive in the game and still lost, I don't want people to just all of a sudden start screaming, well, this guy needs to be fired. This guy's a bum and all that. It's week 1.
And it's the Ravens.
And team week 1. We're not playing a slouch. The Ravens and the Bills are predicted two teams in
right.
the AFC.
No matter where it is.
Right. So week 1, Bills are 4 in the last couple of years. Even if we lose week 1, doesn't mean the season's. You don't win the Super Bowl by losing week 1.
What are the Ravens in week 1? Are they good?
What are you talking about?
We're 4-2 in the last few years.
Yeah, I don't know what
the Ravens.
I don't know what the Ravens are, but
Yeah, I haven't gone that deep into the rabbit hole.
I know.
Corey's checking. Google it. But yeah, no, factors in this game. This is the last season at home. Bills Mafia loud as hell anyway. It's going to be very
3-2 over the last 5 years.
very similar records. That Mafia, the if the game's Mafia is going to get very loud, make those calls. Any audibles are going to be hard. So hopefully that works to our advantage, which it should. But other than that, I don't want to say that lose. I don't want to say I want to win. I just want us to come out healthy. Big thing.
Ooh, I like it.
And then our injury depth is, we're deep. Some people rejected the game. However, they aren't. I don't want to.
people we don't know what their status is.
Yeah, there's a handful that we don't know what the status is. I don't want to see any more go down to a prolonged injury. Hoping that we can remain healthy for this one. Great to come out with a victory. Again, we have to understand, one, it is against a strong, so it's not unheard of. We dropped the first game, and it's happened in the past. The Bills fan, I don't want us to lose. So,
well, also in that regard too. I mean, look, that wasn't a pretty win. Again, when you're two our offenses and either okay or good defenses, we don't know what the Bills defense truly is going to look like. So I don't want to sit there and say you're going to play a team like a pretty win. As used to say, I know I'm quoting the Raven owner, but just win, baby. Pretty. Guess what? Looks the same whether it was a blowout, squeak by win.
Right. And after a couple weeks, nobody remembers.
Let's call it what it is. Are you really going to care if we won or lost week 1?
I think we're playing for the Lombardi. They're not playing. So I don't know what else Bills we want to talk. Oh wait, Corey! Oh, hold on.
Just like you piggyback to earlier. that much this year. I mean, I have, but not in that. The last year at the old stadium, it's naturally a loud crowd anyway. Insane for every home game when they come. Like, that is one of the biggest things that they're going to have. Like, I feel that's one of the top 3 things that I look at is that the year is going to be off the through the other day. They played like the what, but I don't know. I never thought of that be this year.
Yeah, a lot of them.
And it's
part of it.
And I think, like we talked about too, I think something else we'll see this year that, I mean, but I think a lot more this. It's still continuing, like we said, people that don't game but just go tailgate just because for the experience and then watch the game outside. So you're gonna have man tailgate every game.
It takes a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I dollars each week just to go tell. Mentally, but those of you who know me the past know that that's what I did every home game. We'd watch from front yard every week, a power cord run from their house, put some rabbit ears up, and the coolest thing in the stadium while the game is going, there's a TV delay.
Yeah, man.
And the crowd, you don't know what is about to happen. That's all you know. Probably like something's about to happen. Ooh, or
right.
You loud roar from the stadium.
Yeah, what you do at that point, look at the TV.
Yeah.
Stop what you're doing.
I had to just drop everything, TV, because either it was going to be,
I'm going to be really,
or an immaculate, or there was going to be a touchdown happen. That was the beauty of tailgate. Is that now tailgate Spartan Barbecue Shack? I know you don't hear the crowd. Train will whistle from time.
No, I don't. Crowd?
No, I don't have it right now. It's not on. I don't have my. But it was funny because earlier the train go by and I was talking about how I run the third downs here at the house, and this Corey was like, "You don't even need a man." Right. But you that?
No.
Oh, I thought you had something. But I just think it's going to be. It's really going to be one of the. Every game is going different beast than what. Stadium. I'm especially looking. I'm trying to get tickets. The last game of the season. Very special. I haven't started that one, Corey. Yes.
Hold on. Let the fans hear this.
Really trying to go to that game. Last home game ever to be played. I'm looking forward to that. But this week.
Wait. You tell them. Or whatever played, but what are they doing with the stadium? Remember we learned about it?
So those of you that haven't done a stadium tour, looking off all the seats, based holders, and then auction the rest of the public, the mafia. They keep that stadium open for 1 year in case something happens at the new. The only thing is they'll play games, with no fans.
It'll be like COVID. Shoot over the old stadium and run on TV.
So
that would cause that to happen.
Stadium, like the electric doesn't work. Yeah.
Something failed that they need.
Yeah, it'd be like real quick. Get a game on TV.
Yeah. It was cool to at least hear that they were at least thinking of, doing that, because they said they're not going to tear down here. So, but yeah, that will be the new pit that we when they do demolish that, that they kept all of the dirt. Those are the big mounds. Fill in. I thought that was pretty cool. Reuse all that stuff and not have to bring a new fill.
All right.
So I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
Well,
I mean,
Josh, you see that
early.
boy, Dan.
Man, using my government name.
I-
The government's Dan.
I mean, you don't get arms like this by not.
Oh,
Right.
that's it.
Did you see when he was messing around earlier? I did what he told me just because I was like, oh, that boy's probably back. What a, real quick. And if we can't see your comments coming in, how do you feel personally? Like I said, I'm not a commissioner, saying like you guys, about which is exciting because it's on the top 100 list at 3. But I feel it's kind of a snub at 3 because not just being a bias. Call me that if you want, okay? Because I really so fuck off. How the hell does Saquon Barkley go ahead of Josh Allen or even Lamar Jackson, who both had teams with multiple players on it? They have the ring and whatnot, but still, it should make him more number 1. He hasn't done it with nobody. They're doing it with fucking with fucking Derrick Henrys.
The reason the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Without him, they're not winning.
But if you go back to ESPN, the Bills are done. It's a wall. Patriots are gonna win. Aaron and Rodgers and win. And Allen still had one of the best seasons of his life. And I mean, yeah, we had us, but to the NFL, who really is so and Allen still did it.
So in regard, do you know where Allen was?
8,
12.
or 12.
So I think him being in the top 5 is a
This dude had no Lamar at college was gonna be great. Okay, he's not gonna be able to throw like run quarterback and not okay. Gonna be great. Saquon was a B. Nothing coming out of college,
No,
writing letters.
thought that Saquon was going to. Now, here's the thing. I have an issue that Saquon Barkley finished. My issue with the list, Allen won the league MVP, and
Right.
If the roles were Saquon 1, Josh Allen 2, I think fine because again, and you could still make the argument for Josh being 1 over Barkley,
Right.
but I could see the argument for
Yeah.
Barkley had basically a Hall of Fame season last year, which nobody thought he was going to
Yeah.
do because before his brand new team. And had he not gotten the Eagles to the Super Bowl and won it with them, I don't think he would have been number 1.
Yeah.
But that is a huge factor in it, and I'm glad they went with him as number 1 instead of putting. I would have been like that list me.
So here's my take on that, right? So again,
Spartan should have been number 1.
understandable. 117.
There.
They don't go that high.
Yeah. No, top 117. 17. But yeah, no. So Saquon with number 1, justifiable. I agree. Okay. My thing is Lamar or Josh Allen. Josh Allen was the there's a lot of
Right.
like he didn't have he doesn't have that many weapons this year.
It's like the exact
Again,
same offense,
yeah.
maybe 1 or 2 different.
Like, so here's my thing. So if, playing on what you said, roles reverse. Let's just say Lamar Jackson won MVP. If he was
Number
and
1. Josh
Josh was 2, no. If he was 3 and Josh were 2, like the whole ESPN of them would be like,
man.
oh,
Right.
this is a disgusting.
That's all
Oh
they
my
talk
God.
about for the
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah.
And, Allen's in the right spot.
Right.
No. Okay.
He's got
If it was reversed, Stephen A would be
dude.
all right. He'd be like, "Oh my God, watch you never again." Okay, that's what happened. All right, we know that got picked because all this up there
Right.
want to.
Right.
Josh Allen, as Buffalo fans,
Right.
we know he's number 2.
Right.
So, but I thought, and you brought this up to me, Corey, because I hadn't heard. So it was brought up earlier today. They talked about the gold NFL.
Oh yeah.
So that at the I can't even think of the name.
And
honors. There you go. See where I was going. The NFL honors top players in each one of those respective categories shield. However, Corey informed me that Josh Allen opting to not wear the MVP Josh award, not an individual award. Yeah. However, I think the NFL come back on him.
Yeah.
This is our new little baby, or you're going to get fined $1,000 wearing it. I can see Allen stick out for a couple games, but eventually later on down just to make a point.
week 1, and here's why. I don't think it's going to be the end. I don't think it's going to fine him for not complying. Offensive line is going to talk Josh into and say, "Yes, your name is. We did our job to get. We want you to wear that to show the world we did our job. And guess what? We're going to do our job for you." So it he had a ceremony speech that he doesn't do this without the offensive line. He doesn't do that without the offensive coaches and everything. I think for them to see that out there, it's going to motivate that offensive line and that off. Look, we did this for him, even though we know back. We want him to be the shining piece because we're succeeding.
And yeah, and Allen never goes. I mean, side of him and the jokester side of him. I mean, as we've all seen that the rest of the NFL's got not as much as before because he's like matured and he's growing over the year. But so I think, like you said, or 2. I don't really see him doing it that long. Like I don't think he'd hold out at all. He's the type to there's something to do what they say because even though it's not morally wrong to him, he's the I gotta do what I gotta do. They're paying me. Controversy really with Allen. Yeah, but like you said, I really do respect that he at least that even if he does wear that he brought it up that that it's a team effort and no matter even though we see it, the guy does.
Well, it's like I said too, they also don't want to see him get fined. Also don't want to see this leading into. I think the coaches in the arm go, "Listen, dude, if it means they leave us alone, just wear it."
Right.
I did see the news. Nothing's confirmed yet, but did you see who potentially is going to be the Super Bowl halftime show?
I saw there was like a vote, but it could be Taylor.
Right.
There was like Metallica and all this stuff. Fuck, does Metallica not win that vote?
That's right. The fans are clamoring for ignoring. But let's call it what it is. The season where they're just going to help the Kansas City Chiefs. You know it. Look, and I get it.
Sorry,
business standpoint, I understand it because but what happens when she's no longer do all those viewers are going to go. These aren't NFL fans. These are, and that's
Bring
not
in the young.
NFL. Sure, you're making bank off of this, but that's not the fans you want to cater to.
You didn't see the back of Taylor or of Travis's New Jersey. 7 Kelsey Swift.
Doesn't give head or have an ass or body or leg.
Yeah, it says Kelsey-Swift on it.
Look, and it's just
This could be the one time. Well, I mean, okay, that the male takes the female's land. This could really become Travis Swift.
which makes more.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hands up,
Oh,
okay?
shit.
You know, you're choking. Hands up,
Oh.
hands up.
The Spartan barbecue.
Right.
I
Travis Swift.
I don't have my.
Could you imagine if this
Here.
fucker came out in a? He came out and it's just.
He grabbed DeAndre's by accident.
Oh, not right, just to fuck with people or something. Oh my god.
Oh man. Much love, much love. Well, damn, it's only been 30. It's way different when we're live.
Right.
Next
When
week.
you're home, you look down.
Yeah.
I got it.
What's done?
When you're here,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know we normally go an hour.
we talked about it all since 3 o'clock
I
today.
know. We literally Corey's been here since 3:45. 4. We've been talking all day. I had some pizza and wings for dinner. You know, Dave over here
Pat's dad.
or Pat's dad is joining us.
Yeah, we're audience.
Yeah, we first live. Yeah.
We got this, then we
Where's
got the then we got the Razor, then we got you.
Yeah.
You got tonight, then you got shit. Rager
He's not
Saturday,
asleep either.
here Sunday, then our show again 2 days later on Wednesday. That's 4 times in the next like 6, 7.
Gonna be crazy, guys. But you know, whether it be
Then right here, the Rager
there you
Saturday. You'll be there.
All right, well, hold on. We'll put on the spot here.
I don't know.
That's not an answer.
Bro, like a
Yes
woman,
or no?
that's like asking dinner.
Game day decision.
Sure.
Just like my injuries, game day decision.
So we're gonna find you if you're not there.
I'm only here.
Camper out there you can't afford to find.
100%. So those of you that didn't know, I bought a new camera.
So on Spartan's gas trip. He'll be there. It's not a GoFundMe.
Oh, Corey, and hog tie him and drag him there.
Saturday morning I will. If I Spartan, that's like, hey man, I can't. 6 minutes later, I will be.
You get the message from Corey, Pat, mount up. Okay.
No.
But if you don't know what we're talking about, and you can see it on last night. I was 24/7 Buff Pandemonium. Mark Maddox, to them together, they host a race at Reinvention Brewing this Saturday. I believe it's the 5th Rager. Pat's first. I think you've gone. I believe there. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. People, I know Mark Maddox will be there. What is it? Is Help One Foundation? Yeah. So
Raising
it's
money
$5. You go in, you get a ticket to. They have all kinds of raffles. I believe the $5 ticket for either lamb,
Brad.
have jerseys they're giving away a whole. So at least me and we'll all be there. Don't let Spartan play. We'll be there live from the thing. Be back here live again Sunday, but
We know where you.
so
Remember that.
so
It's not quite
Ex-military too. Remember that. Phone in and we'll get you there.
Sorry, no fine. 3677.
Mute the mic. No, so yeah, head out there Saturday around like noon or 1 o'clock. Hey, you can hang out there all day Saturday, have some fun. Like I said, it's hosted by even then the K Gun guys 24/7 podcast. They were nice enough to give us the slot. They were nice enough to give us.
Will they going to pre-record actually halos or no halos?
Look at, we all have halos.
There'll be food trucks and all cornhole tournaments. So yeah.
Look at my hair.
I wish we could. I know. I as a go to the camera.
I'm just gonna bring.
Oh,
Second time tonight. One's live and one. You said so Saturday. I mean, if I. Yeah, right, he'll be there. So no, yeah, that's Saturday, and we'll be at the Spartan Shack Sunday for the game.
We'll do a live mount up.
Something
We'll
live.
put the mic way.
The beers will be, I mean, the sodas. Something live will go down.
Mountain Dew.
so do real quick before we get into the Spartan has about the tournament. All three of us are in the K-Gun Fantasy. We all have an opponent this week. So you know what? You know what I'd like to do since we're all,
I'm not just guys.
since we're all live and let's start a little bit of that promo. Adam, week 1, you're done.
The champ is here. He was gonna give it to me for a second.
But you mean week 1? I'm on. Good luck, buddy.
I got Sean. I got the real.
We'll be.
I should make a deal with him. You become fucking bet with
You're
him.
right online.
Oh, tell them if you're watching. If you're not, fuck to find out. Anyways, I'm gonna bet
Make a reel for it?
No, that if I win for real again until
Make it just so he can't make it for 1 week.
I was gonna do like 4 weeks in a row. We could really like.
Oh, what it is? We all know.
Oh. So all right. And you can throw up whatever you want my way, but that's my thing. If I beat you, you chat for until you win again. Ooh, that's tough. TikTok.
He's gonna motivate.
He's already been. I'm up 5.2. Switch to this. Switch to that.
How is he up any games every?
It's like the projected. That's what I was like. Okay. Projected 30 points or something. All right, but if it's within, like, dude, that just comes.
Projection that CM Punk was walking out of SummerSlam. He lasted 5 minutes. Rounds he lost it.
Yeah. What happened this weekend?
Camper, so I
CM Punk got faced by the man multiple times.
You really didn't see it? Becky Lynch fucked him up. Like with Rick backstage, he said,
I was buying the
I
camper.
think he said, go ahead and slap me because she was really fucking. She said, come on, bitch, come on. Really snapped me.
She came out.
Oh, yeah. They're come back, I'm telling you. Even.
We'll see. I think I mean, there's that she's training, right?
There's of her training at the PC.
So we'll see.
Her husband and wife, dual champion.
So
Champ and one's women's champ.
who do you got this week in the K?
I got
I don't have it right.
a lot of smack in the.
You can't say he's nice.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I'm gonna go back to I'll go back to Halo Day. And I'll just, drop the, I'll get my energy stored and I'll drop it. I'm gonna lose because, just so everybody knows that.
I'm the rookie. We're the rookies this year.
So what was your grade?
I didn't even get an email, but for somehow. So right, but I didn't get it. But ranked 10th out of 12 teams. The underdog always prevails.
Well, I will tell you
Show
that
the red shirt.
my rank starts with the government name. A D. I'm like the only one I think that got.
Sure, mine was because it said like I'm
probably 12.
my team's trash.
Yeah, I got
You took
Lamar.
him in the first round.
I got.
Keeper league. I had to get some. Oh, you can't 8 or 7. Whatever. It was.
I mean, like I said, Josh doesn't talk a lot of. He rarely ever speaks in. I do. So he's probably going to beat me.
Spoiler, that's not a prediction. That's
Suck. So, fantasy on not so much on.
We just make sure we all take down the Patrick Mahomes of our league.
we
I
should
can
just all
pick my
team
butt
up.
better than I can pick
Right,
a
we
team.
should just all team up and say everyone against our team.
I mean, I can pick my butt better than I can pick it.
I could pick my butt.
And I can pick my friends.
You fuck no!
Put us in that. You're funny.
Yeah.
You picked your friends.
Oh, fuck. Dumb and dumber over
Oh, I'm definitely done.
there. I'm looking luggage here.
Dude, in the annoying stuff.
I was just gonna say,
Oh my God.
what's up with the this for the Rangers?
So, whole tournament being will be Saturday. It's in Lackawanna. Here, sorry. Where it's at?
Earth.
Yeah.
on our flat earth.
55 Abbott Road. It starts at 10 a.m. There are going to be some special guests, those players, stuff like that will be there. And should be over somewhere around like 1 o'clock. So if you are not going to the should be, but if you're not, please support. At least go there, hang out. All filled, but go enjoy, have a good. Throw some bags around, practice, and enjoy the Mafia.
Good. So
Yeah, I don't know.
You cut it short.
I mean, since we're also going live again on Saturday.
Yeah, we got a lot of live.
Since you've been in New York, Pat?
I know it's in 10 hours.
Then I was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the tour of Spartan and his guns.
At the Spartan headquarters. It's headquarters down there.
Secret room where he buries the bodies.
You're next.
I crawled out.
First.
Well, no, you brought it up. You told
Yeah, but you
everybody.
told me
Now
this.
you're the next
Yeah,
one.
but you showed me the spot. You have picked out.
Well, I was putting your body though.
I plead the fifth. I don't get fined.
Yeah, here's
You're
so,
here for the beer.
but I'll start off.
We brought the beer.
Yeah.
That's the rules at the
Only rule is I 90% of the food come, bring something to pass, something, I don't care what it is.
I'm not gonna do it. You said bring something to pass.
It was gonna be something great.
Pass. What are you talking about?
But yeah, no, final busy week. I look forward to back on Sunday. Of the last season at the Ralph, season we hoist. I know. But definitely looking a lot of quality time, quality friends. Enjoy this season. Enjoy the ride while we have Josh Allen at the. Remember, it doesn't mean that he's still years away from him being. Remember these times while we have. He's approaching 30 years old, which old for quarter. But just remember, he will not. The older he. These times when we have that.
He's only got
hope the hurdle that we get over.
Right. I know. I want to see one hurdle this year, and that's.
Yep. I just want to get over the hump, get hoisted, and looking forward. Go Bill. Oh yeah.
Mafia. Oh!
Oh, I got this. Oh, we're gonna have final.